Well, hello, everybody. Oh, that was Randy Jones. Let me show you a picture of that gentleman. This is Randy Jones, who is Cheryl Rogers. Let me get it where I can see me, too. This is Cheryl Rogers' daddy. And this is the guy who plays us on and plays us off every time I go live. And I think he's phenomenal, and I wish he hadn't passed away before I met him. Chonda Pierce is going to be ringing in any moment, and I'm so excited that she is going to allow me to let you know how good she's doing. And that's good news. But while you're coming in from all platforms, Shonda, if you're watching, this would be a good time to share it to your Facebook page. I've shared it to my personal Facebook page, and we're on Dinner Conversations Facebook page, and then my big fan page, the Mark Lowry page, and then we've got, what else have we got? Periscope and Twitter. YouTube, if you're watching on YouTube and it looks like, let's just see how many of you are. I just love checking all this stuff out, you know. Looks like we've got 189 of you over there on YouTube. We got 1,169 of you on my fan page, my Mark Lowry page, and I'm so glad you're here. Hello, Linda Faust, Maria Becca Roy, Dana Cash, yes, Melissa Tar, all of you. Tabitha, Beth, Brenda, Deborah, Susie, Bob, Eileen, Carolyn, Mark, Holt, Linda. Good night, all of you. Thank you. All right, now listen, before Shonda gets here, we're going to sing one, okay? And then hopefully she will have rung in by then. But if she hadn't, we'll just keep on singing. But Shonda will be here in just a minute, and we're glad you're here. I can't believe it's the hump day, the middle of the week, Wednesday. Oh, let's just take a deep breath. And all of you that are about to sing with me, you know how we do it. We sit up straight, we clear our lungs, and we sing a song that they should sing in church on Sunday, but they probably won't. And it goes like this. Hold on one second. You know I run everything around here, so Here we go. I wish I had me a guy like Jimmy Urey does, but I don't. So here we go. Jesus, hold my hand. Come on, sing with me, y'all. As I travel through this St. Pilgrim land, there is a friend who walks with me, leads me safely through the sinking sand. It is the Christ of Calvary. This would be my prayer, dear Lord, each day to help me do the best I can. For I need thy light to guide me day and night. Blessed Jesus, hold my hand. I'll sing, Jesus, hold my hand. I need thee every hour through this pilgrim land. Protect me by thy power. Hear my feeble plea. Oh Lord, look down on me. When I kneel in prayer, I hope to meet you there. Blessed Jesus, hold my hand. When I wander through the valley, dim toward the setting of the sun, lead me safely to a land of rest, a crown of life I've won. I have put my faith in thee, dear Lord, that I may reach the golden strand. There's no other friend on whom I can depend. Blessed Jesus, hold my hand. Come on, Jesus, hold my hand. I need thee every hour. You better call me, Chonda. Through this pilgrim land, protect me by thy saving power. Hear my feeble plea. Oh Lord, look down on me. When I kneel in prayer, I hope to meet you there. Blessed Jesus, hold my hand. When I kneel in prayer, I hope to meet you there. Blessed Jesus, hold my hand. Oh, I love that one, don't you? Jesus, hold my hand. All right, Chonda, where are you? Well, while we're waiting on Chonda.
Hi, this is Austin, and today I have 2 new CDs for Mark. And this is Mark Lowry 1, and it's $10. And this is Mark Lowry the Early Years, and it has 4 CDs in it. You can both get these for, this one is 10, and this one is talk quiet.
30.
And you can get these from markwright.com. Bye. You can subscribe Mark's YouTube and see whatever video you want to see next. Bye.
I love her. That is Danny and Q's little girl, Austin. Well, I just got a text, y'all. Y'all gonna have to pray for my little Bella Dean. Do y'all know what Cushing is? The vet just called. I got a message and says, wants to know if Bella's drinking more water, and she is. They want to do a Cushing test. And I know she's a dog, but she's my dog, so y'all pray that whatever that is, it'll be good. Cushing will be good, something that she needs. I just, she's only, well, we think she's 10. We think she was born in 2011, but we're not sure. And, okay, I'm going to have to call Chonda and see what's up. Hold on, y'all. She's supposed to have already checked in by now. When I kneel in prayer, I hope to meet you there. This isn't April Fool's Day, is it?
Hi, this is Chonda. Can't take your call, so please leave a message.
At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
We are patiently waiting. We're live waiting on you. Where are you? When I need... All right, let's do another song while we're waiting on her. Thank goodness I had some songs lined up. Oh, this is another good one. Here we go. Here we go. Hit it. This world is not my home, I'm just a passing through. My treasures are laid up somewhere beyond the blue. The angels beckon me from heaven's open door, and I can't feel at home in this world anymore. Oh Lord, you know I have no friend like you. If heaven's not my home, then Lord, what will I do? The angels beckon me from heaven's open door, and I can't feel at home in this world anymore. I have a loving mother just over in glory land, and I don't expect to stop until I shake her hand. She's waiting now for me in heaven's open door, and I can't feel at home in this world anymore. Sing, oh Lord, you know I have no friend like you. If heaven's not my home, then Lord, what will I do? The angels beckon me from heaven's open door, and I can't feel at home in this world anymore. In this world anymore, y'all. Well, wasn't that fancy? Look who's here. Hold on, y'all. Oh, yes, okay, wait. Hold on, let me stop that, and then let me come over here and do this, and two-person interview, or the... There she is. Hold on.
From the dead.
Oh, hold on. Let me get these in so we don't have any... I want to make
I
it
know,
perfect for you.
Look what I
Even
found.
though I'm the, what do you call it? Director, producer, everything. Hey, Shonda.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you well.
Do you hear me on this, or do you hear me on the computer?
I hear you better on that.
On this thing?
Yeah.
Okay. I
Well,
found
that-
these in my drawer.
Yeah, that sounds good. Do
Oh,
you get
good.
these? Do you get these calls from frauds?
Yes.
You know they have.
I get not so many calls as I do texts.
You get
And
what?
nasty ones, like, you want to have sex all night without getting tired?
No.
Yes.
Do they think you're a man?
I don't know. Women get tired too, Mark.
Oh, hey, why don't you turn around so the light is in your face so we have better lighting?
It's like this everywhere on the whole porch.
What I'm saying is
It's cloudy.
Oh, but I'm just saying, you know.
I don't know. Wait. I put a lamp out here. Is that better? I put it close to my face.
Good. All right, everybody wants to know, do you have COVID?
I hope not. I had it.
You had it.
I hope I had it. It was horrible, Mark. And all
right, let's go back. Let's go back. Where were
Right.
you? You were on the road. You were touring.
Yes. I wish I knew how to share this with my page, but we'll do it later. I don't know how to do it. I was on the road. I'd finally gotten back to work, and I was so glad. And we took a million precautions. I mean, we all had to have COVID tests before you get on the bus. You had to have the big one, you know, the one that takes 3 days to get back. And then on the day the bus leaves, you have to have the 15-minute one. So we all did that. There's 5 of us on the bus, including the bus driver. So we all did that every week.
before the bus would leave. And then we protected our circle as much as possible. That meant while you're touring, you don't go out to a party. You don't go hang out with a bunch of people. I even missed church a few times because, I thought, man, the bus leaves tomorrow. I just don't want to risk, getting a little shaking a hand or something. You don't know. So we did all of that. We did have one little incident where our child sponsorship rep went and had lunch with some people and came back. So we don't know. And those people had COVID. So we don't know we don't know how we got it. But I will say this. I love church people. I've made my whole career with church people. But they don't listen.
But they what?
And every time they don't listen.
Yeah.
They just don't listen. And every time you put a note on the backstage door going absolutely no admittance, there's still a little choir director or a church lady or the security. They're the worst. Oh, my wife loves you. Can we get a picture? Or can I have a friend come back and get a picture? And you don't want to be rude and go, no. And like even Christian radio station, there was one that would you come out and take a picture with our reps and they had a mascot, would you? And I was like, I am so sorry to be rude, but no, it's in our list of COVID regulations that the promoter came up with. And this is the promoter who's the only person on the planet getting shows out there. It's me, Toby Mac, I think Zach Williams, and some other group. Oh, Big Daddy Weave. We're the only ones that were out there touring, and we were so excited. And I'm sure there's some Southern gospel ones. I don't follow them as much, but all that to say, we did everything we could, and our ticketing gal, she got to feeling bad first. Our child sponsorship rep, he got to feeling bad, and then the last show was in Texarkana, and I woke up just achy and tired, and I thought, oh, that's not good. And I took my temperature as 101, so I went to a clinic to get a quick test, and they said, yes, ma'am, you have COVID. So then everybody on the bus got tested. The bus driver didn't get it, and Bone Hampton didn't get it. Praise God, because, he's diabetic. And our bus driver's a little heavy, so we worried about him. But the rest of us all got COVID. And it affected everybody differently. Rebecca and I quarantined together for the first, I think, week. And we were sick, but I was the sickest. Of course, my son goes, because you're 61. And I was, and I am.
Yeah,
and I am relatively healthy. But Mark, I think part of it is the fear, because we've heard, we just heard awful that you're going to get this, you're going to die. You hear that. And so that's scary. And then for me, I am clinically depressed, and I take medication, and I handle it really well, my mental health. And I'm very strong about mental health and exercise and all those things. But the steroid that they gave me that would help me breathe, and I don't know, maybe something else, whatever it did, counteracted. And it was as if I had never had a drop of antidepressant in my body. And you and I both well know I don't do well with that. And I wept and cried. And you know what I hate about myself? I hate that the minute a trauma happens in my life, I immediately think God is upset with me or doesn't love me. And I don't know if that's my legalistic childhood cropping up, but I began to pray. I mean, I spent 7 days not even moving out of the bed. I couldn't breathe, and I was sitting straight up. 2 or 3 visits to the ER where they'd give me some oxygen and make me feel a little bit better and send me home. But my oxygen level never dropped below 89, which I think that's when they hospitalize you. And I praise the Lord for that, because I didn't want to be in the hospital, but I was. But then I would weep and cry going, I don't want to die at home. It's going to be so hard on Zachary. And then I wrote my funeral arrangements 2 or 3 times. By the way, I changed.
Not. No.
I changed your song 3 times.
No.
So I know.
Well, what if I go first?
You're not going first. You've got too much busyness. Well, here's the sweet thing now. I don't know what people think about signs and wonders, and I don't know what I think about.
Wait. Let's go back. What about you? You literally wrote out your funeral?
Yes, 3 times.
Send me a copy. I need that. So we don't have to make one up once you go.
I know. Well, here.
Okay, so what
First
about
of
Signs
all,
and
they're
Wonders?
going to play Brick House when I leave, when they carry me out.
Oh,
Second of all, you have to sing Home Where I Belong. I know you didn't write it, but I love you singing that. I
I love
love
that
it.
song.
We played you singing it at David's funeral.
Oh, Pat Terry wrote that.
I know, but you couldn't be there. I think I asked you, and you said, "Oh, if I could be there, I would," but I forgot what it was going on with you. But secondly, I I was setting up, and I fell asleep, and I had this vision. You know, I'm in the middle of trying to build a house out at my farm. We haven't broken ground yet, but I finally found the house plan and all that. And the sweet thing is, I fell asleep trying to think of positive things, what my new house is going to look like. And I just watched myself, felt myself walking through the woods to where the house is going to be and where we're going to build the road. And lo and behold, my husband came walking to me.
In your
He
dream.
just looked in my dream. He
Yeah.
looked healthy and it was wonderful. And he threw his arms around me. I said, "Oh, it's so good to see you." And he goes, "Honey, you are going to get well. You're going to be just fine. And I'm so excited that you're building a house out here and you're going to stay busy with the barn and doing fun things. And it's going to be great. Okay. Now and he just patted me and hugged me and go, now you wake up and go on back to work."
It's like you run along now.
Yes, that's exactly what it was
It's
like.
like, would you quit
It was
worrying
so-
me?
Yes, exactly. And quit writing your funeral. My
Yeah.
secretary, that's the one I kept sending my funeral to, she finally started calling people going, "Would y'all please call Chonda and tell her she's not dying because she's about to drive me crazy."
Mm.
But it was so precious to see David. And when I woke up, I started slowly getting better. You know, I know meds were kicking in.
Okay,
And
so
all
you
that.
were okay. Wait, you did not go to the
Yeah.
hospital.
I did for emergency room a couple of times, but I didn't have to stay at the hospital. I had to stay one day. I stayed all day.
And they gave you stuff to help you breathe.
Yeah, oxygen, of course, and they I think I forgot what it's called, but you're supposed to puff into it, and it keeps exercising your lungs
Right.
really good. And I still have to do that every day.
Yeah.
They just said, watch your favorite show and during a commercial break, breathe on it. It's like a real medical bong.
Right. I had one of those when I had my surgery.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
don't want you to get pneumonia, and so
do you breathe? You know, I tell people when
it
we're
hurts.
singing together, sit up straight and breathe. You know,
It's
and
hard.
the older you get, the
hurts.
more you've got to breathe. You know.
Oh yes, and it hurts. It still hurts, and I still get completely out of breath. You know, I grew up with a mother who had severe asthma, and I remember her huffing and puffing and wheezing, and I've struggled with a little bit of episodes of asthma here and there, like when I had surgeries or something like that. Strangely, but man, I missed my mommy and all of this because I thought, wow, she was so. One, she was such a caregiver. You know, she was a nurse, but she was just so sweet about taking care of people and loved taking care of people. Look at me, I'm trying to put the light better for you. But I'm really getting all vain now. We're getting all
That's
vain
funny.
in our old age. How's that? Better? Look, how's
Look
that?
at
Better?
you. Hey, I promise you, pick up your laptop and turn 180 degrees around.
Okay.
Pick it
it's the
up
same
and turn
here.
around and look at wait, keep going. No, keep going.
It
Keep
is
going.
better. You're
Keep
right.
going.
Wait.
Get something dark behind you.
I don't have
Listen,
anything. I'm outside. I shouldn't have been outside.
you're not 360 degrees. You got your
Am I
house.
outside? Look at my outside.
my
This
goodness
is 360 degrees.
Okay, now keep going. Keep going. Right there. Right there. Right there. There it is. That's the perfect lighting.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay, good.
Don't move.
Well,
don't say
Ray,
anything.
I sit down.
Silence. No, I'm kidding. Oh, Shonda,
Now.
I love you. When I heard you had, now don't look what you're doing. Look what you're doing. Look what you're
Okay,
doing.
I'm getting it. Wait a minute.
When
I'm
I
getting
heard
it.
you had the COVID, I
Yes.
thought, now, dear Lord, we cannot lose that mouth. What would we do if
Oh!
we never heard that tone? That
thought
tone
this
that's
was
like a
being
drill
recorded.
going right here, just like.
Oh! I will never forget you saying that. I don't hear you asking me to speak at your funeral. And even if you don't ask, I'm going to.
I want you to.
I'm going to talk
I
just
don't
like
care.
this, really loud.
Maybe it'll wake the dead and I'll get up.
People, oh my breath. People, oh man. And then when you have COVID, you don't watch the TV because every other person is dying. And you think, I'm next.
Well, now. Are your medications working for your depressions and such?
Yes.
Good.
Praise the Lord.
Good.
My doctor had me double up while I was on the steroid, and then I went back to my regular dose, and I'm fine. And a lot of it is, the battle, the things I put in place to battle my mind a long time ago, they come into play even when you're sick. And I would keep praise music on constantly. Because you got to feel your mind and your thoughts, and every time something negative comes in your head, you got to fight that. And that's a good lesson for every day for people who struggle with trauma in their childhood or depression. There's just a battle of your mind, and you get in the fight for it, and you stay in that fight. And I take my glasses off so I can quit seeing what my hair looks like, so it don't matter.
You look
Look
fantastic.
who's closer all of a sudden.
Well, I went to another shot. See?
You did that.
I don't want to bore my audience with just a 2-shot. Now we have a picture-in-picture shot, and then if I want to go just to my beautiful face, then I can do that, and then I can come back to our two people.
Look at the fancy name under yours.
I got your name's under you too.
Hot coffee is good for breathing.
Say that again.
Hot coffee is good to help you breathe. That's what they tell me.
Good. Well, I have my coffee here.
You know what I mean.
I have my decafs unsweet. That better. Somebody test that. What do you mean? You said there's something besides coffee in there?
No, but I'm just saying. You know how I don't, and I can tell everybody I don't care. You know how I have a little glass of red wine every now and then because they say it's good for your heart. And I started drinking a glass of red wine when I was pregnant with my daughter, who is 36. My doctor recommended it.
Well,
I know.
I bet he's dead too.
Probably because he's old. But all that to say, and then so I still have a glass of red wine every now and then, and
it's good for you. Paul said, take a little wine for the stomach's sake, and I would love to shout that scripture out at my mother. She'd go, Mark, someone will hear you. You'll ruin your testimony. And I said, Paul said wine's good for your stomach, and she would crawl under the table.
Isn't it sad that you can work your whole life in ministry and a glass of wine is going to ruin your reputation?
Well, some people, yeah.
I know. But, here's a funny thing. Just as nice for my friend who has this, let me show you what she does. Wait, This is my robe, and I just spilled coffee on it. Dadgummit. But look what she made me while I was sick. See my name? Isn't it pretty?
Yeah, that's very
pretty. I spilled coffee. But anyway.
But that says Chonda Pierce, right? That looks nice. Your friend's talented.
Oh, yes. So she has this little company called Dream Come True on Facebook, and she takes orders. And so it was getting close to Easter, I put on my Facebook page, oh, this is my friend. She's so talented. If you'd like a really beautiful Easter basket, and they're adorable. And I put it on there. You would have thought, I told them that go worship Satan. I got the ugliest comments. I can't believe as a Christian, you're promoting Easter baskets. You didn't blah, 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 blah. You didn't say anything about the blood of Jesus. I love my Easter baskets.
I love biting the head off that
31,
Easter.
I give them an Easter basket every year.
I love the chocolate money. You can bite the head off that thing. I love that.
What has happened to Christendom that they're so mean and critical? And not everybody, but there's always that handful.
Yeah.
And
well,
I'm
usually if someone that's why that's why you need to drink wine everywhere you go, because you'll run off the people you don't want to be around anyway.
That's a good idea. Well, that's true. At this time of my career, I've run off.
Are you seriously thinking about retiring?
Yes, you're letting the cat out of the bag. Yes.
Well, I let my cat out of the bag last year too. You know
I
what?
know.
I'm down to a retirement of 30 concerts a year, but
That's what I want to do.
they're only fun things. So you can't really call it retirement. You can call it retirement from touring.
That's it. I'm going to retire from touring.
But
Now,
yet,
I'll
Shonda,
say
wait,
I
wait, wait,
will
wait, wait,
always.
wait. But if a good tour came along,
No,
I mean a
I'm done.
fun. Now, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about me. I mean,
No.
like fun people. Like I remember when Michael W. Smith and called me and said, "I want," or his guys did call me and said, "I want you and Phillips, Craig, and Dean to
Did you do it?
Oh yeah, and
How many shows was it?
everybody lost money, but we had a blast.
But y'all already had money. You didn't have to make money. See, I'm still in the place where this.
Well, why is
year,
that, Shonda?
Because it's my fault. I've funded a recovery center. I have 4 sponsored children. I have a
I have
child
7.
I still help out. Yeah. Well, it's because you
Well,
got
I'm just
no
saying
real children.
also
I got one I had to
because
put to college.
you've got a manager, you got da-da-da-da, you got a
Well, that's gonna go away.
cut.
But I've had that somebody helps me keep the books. I'm stupid. I don't know how to add
I
them
do
to
that.
the
I
back.
got that too. I can't put
Oh.
an I over and I can't dot
Yeah, me
an
neither.
I and
I'm
cross
terrible
a
at math,
T.
and I'm terrible at finances, which is
I'm
why
horrible at math. That's
people
why I never learned to
ask
read.
for money. I loaned some. I didn't loan them, but you just can't loan money because you got to go. You're never going to get back. But just
you
before
can't.
the quarantine, I donated a big chunk of change to a ministry. then we're shut down. I'm asking the Lord, now, Lord, why did you have this happen? And now I'm out of work for a year and a half. I went without work.
Hmm.
And that's why I decided to build a house on the farm. I can't keep my little condo here and the farm. I got to get smart.
Yeah.
And I do want to stop touring. I would like to work maybe once or twice a month. And that's it. Maybe
Shonda,
or find some women's conference that I enjoy doing all the time and just do that.
Hope says your treasure, what you say, your blessings and treasures are in heaven.
Thank you. Mark's is here because he might not go to heaven.
Well, I'm going to heaven, but you're right. They might all be here. Who knows? I'm going to heaven because what Jesus did. If I get any crowns, it'll be because of what I did, and we're not real sure about any of that.
I don't think it. I always
Sean,
tell this joke, Mark. I say this
what?
joke all the time that I know my grandmother made it to heaven. She was real legalistic and mean. You ever just met a mean Christian?
Yes.
If my grandmother was on Facebook, she'd be fussing at me all the time. But anyway, I said, I know she's in heaven. I just don't think she lives on the same street with Jesus because who would want to spend eternity with her?
Ooh.
And I said, Mother Teresa and Dr. Graham, those are the people on the street with Jesus. My grandmother is like on another planet
Yeah.
with the Mormons.
Oh, well, you never know.
Exactly. The Mormons might be right. You don't know.
You never.
I think it's
Hey,
funny.
I want you to know that I vote. Now, I'm all for me semi-retiring, but I'm not real sure you should. Now, did you do the concert in Mount Bellevue, Texas?
No, Bellevue, Texas.
Or somewhere near Houston? You did?
No, that was the one after Texarkana that got canceled.
So it got canceled because I saw a lot of advertisements.
No,
for that
Mount
one.
Bellevue. I think it was a conference I was just speaking at.
No. This was a.
It was a concert?
It was a concert. You said there was limited seating, and it would be safe, and then all y'all get COVID.
That was after. Well, first of all, Mark, let me put you on the spot.
What?
Why don't we do a little tour together?
Oh, you've said that before.
You have too, but you don't ever do it with me.
Because you've got too many middlemen for us to just make up our mind and do it. You got to go through this manager and that agent and this person and check out with my agent, my movie agent out in California, make sure I'm not doing anything there, and then come over. You're a superstar, Shonda. I'm just a little Christian comedian.
You're so full of poop. But let me just tell you this little funny thing that happened.
What?
Look, a book that came out on Amazon. It's not a Christian book, so I'm not recommending it. But it's the history of stand-up comedy.
Are you in it?
Yes.
Really?
Let me read it. I made
What
one little paragraph on page 122. It was telling about all the different internet shows and the cable shows that came along for stand-up in the early 2000s. Yeah. Anyway, it says...
You were here long for that.
Oh, yeah. But it says, Just As Funny or Die contracted a new company, created their own comedy lane. That was talking about different genres of comedy and how they all had different shows. Like Netflix has comedy specials, whatever. It says Dry Bar used Facebook. Have you ever heard of Dry Bar?
Oh, yeah. Isn't that a Christian thing?
I've never been on it. Have you been on it?
No. But I've seen
our
it.
Our careers are in the toilet. They never invited me.
Well, I mean, would you want to be on it?
I don't know. I don't know what it would do.
I don't either.
I don't know. I mean, for some of young comics, it's a really good shot.
Oh, it'd be I'm trying to end a career. I'm not trying to start one.
I know. I was thinking of doing something real controversial to end mine.
Well,
but I do that
this would
already
be a good opportunity. Hold on, let me put you on a one shot. Okay, ready, go. Here you go, Chonda. Ruin your career.
No, because let me finish reading this paragraph.
Okay.
Dry Bar used Facebook marketing to help promote their clean, family-friendly content. All their specials were filmed on a soundstage in Provo, Utah. Dry Bar wasn't the only player in the clean comedy game. PureFlix is a streaming service. It found a huge audience when they put up a slate of Christian stand-up specials led by Chonda Pierce.
Chonda?
That's my only mention is with PureFlix. I don't even know those people.
Well, this young lady here says Dry Bar is awesome.
Oh, she says, billing herself as the queen of clean, Pierce tours the country, playing to packed crowds in churches, theaters, and civic centers. That's all I got. And that's all that Christian comedy got, and that makes me mad.
What do you mean? Well, I mean, who's going to read that book besides you?
No, comics. And comics are going to do the same thing I do. All they're doing is trying to find
look for their name and never read the rest of it.
But it starts, you know what's interesting? The person that it starts with about starting the whole, entertainment genre and everything.
Yeah.
This is the four fathers. The four fathers.
Wait. Starting what?
The
comedy
comedy, one person standing there and entertaining you.
Okay, who started it then?
Will Rogers.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
And what was the other one? Will
Bob
Rogers,
Hope.
Mark Twain.
Oh
as
yeah,
a storyteller. Of course.
Wait, did you say Helen Keller? No.
The storyteller.
Oh,
He's
the storyteller.
This would be our show together, Mark.
I know it. Okay, you're saying Mark Twain.
What?
I know, with our hearing aids. Mark Twain, Will Rogers. Who are the other two?
Oh, I forgot. Shoot. Well, then it starts the history of late night, which was Steve Allen.
Let's talk about Christian comedy. Who is your
Red Skelton?
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah. Here it is. Mark Twain, Will Rogers, Artemus Ward, and Bert Williams.
Never heard of the last two.
Well,
Okay, Chonda, what's the earliest
What?
Christian comedian you can remember?
Mike Warnke.
Me too. But I never heard. You and I both received the Grady Nutt Award. And he was evidently before Mike Warnke, but I never heard him. Except on Hee Haw.
I heard him on an LP. I
heard
saw
him
him
on
on
Hee
Hee
Haw.
Haw. And then I got an LP of Grady Nutt when I was younger, like a teenager.
Yeah.
Somebody from my church had given it to me or something. And I had every Bill Cosby LP.
Oh, me too.
I listened to every one of them. He was such a good storyteller.
I loved
hate the way
him.
his life ended.
I know.
He just needed to be better connected to Jesus. But not everybody, but you recommended a podcast. I've been listening to it. And by the way, that whole website about Wondery, which got all those podcasts. Do you know I'm just now, while I was sick, just now starting to listen to podcasts.
Yeah, so which one are you listening to now?
I'm listening to that. Right now I'm listening to the business wars. And then right now they're talking about the vaccine war. And let me tell you this. Please don't send me emails. And I have very dear friends. You and I have a very mutual friend. First thing she did was text me while I got COVID suffering and say, please, whatever you do, don't get the vaccine.
Mm-mm.
I wrote her back going, the minute my name's on the list, I'm getting it.
Wow.
This is horrible.
Yeah.
And I have friends. I mean, friends I really believe it, but they believe that the government's putting a chip in you. And
I
they're
know.
going to track you down, and then they're going to release another virus that's just going to take out a certain amount of people, and they're trying to kill the believers. And I mean, they really believe this stuff. And maybe they're right. Who knows? But my treasures are in heaven, and I plan to go to heaven. I'm not living for this world.
Let the children play. I mean, I don't listen to conspiracy
when do
theories.
You know what to believe?
Well, I know I go with the science. I mean, just like I got, my mama gave me all those vaccines you got to get or you can't go to school.
I took them all.
I don't
have 4 eyes.
I don't know about you, but you've had COVID now. Would you want to have it again?
No.
Okay. So are you getting?
I haven't left my house. Sunday will be 2.5 weeks. I haven't left my house.
Now,
because I don't want to give this to anybody. I'm going to go get a COVID test tomorrow because I have to get my eyes checked. But I won't even want the receptionist at my optometrist to get this.
No.
It's horrible. Yeah,
why would you want your receptionist at your optometrist to get it? How did you randomly pick her? Is she one? Oh, I don't like her. I wouldn't even want her to get it.
I don't. I mean, I'm just saying that's where I'm going tomorrow. I wouldn't want anybody to get this.
I wouldn't either.
Here's the thing is you don't know how your body's going to react.
Right.
I'm like, oh, you just get a bad flu. And 2 weeks later, I'm finally lifting my head off of the pillow. It's more than a bad flu. And especially when it attacks your breathing and you think you can't breathe. You think, and I still can't breathe deeply, but I have to work on it. It is, and I worry about singing. I tried to sit down at the piano the other day and sing a little something, and I was out of breath, and I teared up, and I'm going, I'm scarred forever. But I have friends who had it, and they go, one of my cousins, she said it's been a good 4.5 months, but she's back to normal. But it took.
Have you tried singing yet?
Yeah, yesterday. I just said I'd sit down at the piano and did a little.
Try a little bit right now. Just sing a cappella.
Jesus is all the world to me, my life, my heart, and my song. He is my strength from day to day. Without him, I'd surely fall. When I am sad, to him I go. No other one can cheer me so. When I am sad, he makes me glad. He's my friend.
Oh, Shonda, you still got it.
Oh, baby doll. I love you. The other thing, I quit doing question and answer. Well, I still have it when I was touring. And what is the number one question? Always.
When are we getting married?
Why don't you and Mark? Yeah, when are we getting married? Why don't you date Mark Lowry? I go, we are dating.
Do you think I could afford you? I mean, good night. You are high maintenance and cost a lot of money.
I'm high maintenance. Oh, I wish you kissed my butt. I said that right on national television.
This is worldwide, not national.
Worldwide, whatever. I told Mark to kiss my butt. Mark, you're the one. I tell people my answer all the time when they ask me that. I go, honey, there's not enough Ritalin in the world.
But you know what, Shonda? I thought about getting married this year because till death do us part at 62 is not such a big commitment.
Well, you need to marry. You know who you need to marry.
I'm kidding. That's a joke. Isn't that a funny joke?
I know it's a joke.
I'm getting married this year because at 62, till death do us part is not such a big commitment. That is funny. I know funny. That's funny.
That is funny.
The problem is these people get married at 20 and then they live to 90. At about 40, they don't even know that person anymore. 100 years ago, they'd get married at 13. They'd be dead by 40.
Oh, you're so awful.
No,
My
look it
friend-
up. Look it up. Not the turn of
That
the
is
last century.
true.
The life expectancy
Science
was
has helped
42
us live
years.
longer. I
Huh?
know. Science has helped us live longer.
See, that's the problem.
Exactly. Well, I made a new friend. Ben Isaacs called me yesterday, day before yesterday, and he goes, if it wasn't important, I wouldn't do this, but how are you with your COVID? I said, well, I'm at the 2.5 weeks, so I don't think I'm contagious. I thought he was going to come over. He wanted to tell me something. He said, no, I want to send a friend who's widowed, and she is just having a hard time. So she came over yesterday, and we visited. Her name is Connie. Shout out to Connie. Hi, Connie. She's so precious. She's been widowed 4 years, but we got to laughing and talking about dating, and I tell her all my jokes about, ourtime.com. You have to, if you find a man on there, you better marry him quick because the time's almost over. And, we're all these dating sites, but we both were at that place where, and I hate saying this because this shoots me in the foot of ever getting invited out. But I had great love in my life. And at 61, I just can't imagine finding that again. I know it'll be a new, different kind of love. And, and I hear.
I can't imagine messing up my life. It's so fantastic right now.
Oh, I told somebody, if I ever married Mark Lowry, he'd keep his house, I'm keeping my house.
Well,
We
sure,
just
and our bank accounts. Hey, listen, I want to read something. Okay, do you think that I somehow this morning I was searching for something in my notes,
What?
and this came up, and I hadn't read this in a long time. I wrote this. Well, that can't be right. That's today. I wrote it a while back.
You're looking at something right now while you're doing this. You're looking at something else on.
Yeah. It says everyone says old age is not for sissies. Yes, it is. Sissies got to get old too. In fact, that's exactly what you turn into. I don't care how big and tall and strong and muscular and hairy you are, you're gonna turn into a short, bald, hunched over, 4'2", saggy-breasted old man. Own it. Now that's pretty funny.
It's really funny.
Have you seen that old man in the?
Great.
Have you seen that old man in the? Listen, have you seen that old man in the flight magazines who's 70 and he's some odd years old and he has the body of a 20-year-old Schwarzenegger,
That's weird.
but his head is still 70.
70.
Every bit of it.
Weird.
Well, that's fine if you want to walk through life looking like that, but you better have a sack for that head. Anyway, I don't know. I'm not. I thought I'd just share that.
Funny.
What are you writing? What are you thinking about? Oh, besides COVID. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Huh?
I'm not writing much, but I'm reading a lot. I'm reading a book right now about Afraid to Hope by Rick Grigsby.
Afraid to Hope. Wow.
He's so good. I heard him speak about this, Afraid to Hope. And you know what's really good? Because I'm always like, my hope I have no hope. I have no hope for the future. I have no hope. But he says, hope is a gift from God. Hope comes from the Lord.
Yeah.
I've never heard that before.
Oh yeah. Our hope is built on nothing less. Hope is a good thing. Our hope is in
but
Christ.
I'm just saying, God gives you hope. So if you feel like you don't have hope, ask God for hope.
Yes.
Instead of, I think it's something I need to do. I'm supposed to do. I'm supposed to be hopeful. No, I'll have to ask Jesus for hope, and then you get it. Just like I have asked Jesus for peace. And let me tell you, I can tell you almost the day and the hour He granted that. And I have had peace since David died. I have had peace with my situations with my kids. I am at great peace when it comes to my failures and my mess ups, all that. Having peace is amazing. Listen at Murphy. He hardly ever barks. He's so cute.
He wants to say hi to me.
I know he does. He hardly ever makes a noise. That was another little sweet gift. I didn't know. I bought him we had quarantined for like a month, and I found I put my mask on. This was last year, and I went and got Murphy. I had been without Jack for like a week. I lasted a week without Jack. How are you? I know you lost a baby, a fur
Oh
baby.
yeah. Well, now I've just got since I've gone live today. I got a text that Bella Dean might have. Let me see what that
Oh
was. The vet has called, and
no!
Dana has texted me that Dr. Moore, our vet, says for a Cushing test on Friday. Of course, she's 11. I don't know what Cushing is, but I'm
Yeah,
just going to declare that it's something good.
Well, that maybe she'll be cushioned. That's who
not
you
good.
need to marry is Dina. She's been so good for you.
Okay. Well, you've gone to meddling now. You can't marry your sister.
I know.
Well, listen,
But-
everybody. So basically, we've gone live. We've told everybody you're gonna live.
I'm going to live.
But you almost
so I'm going
didn't.
to live long enough to do my last laugh. That's what the name of the tour
So
is
are we
be
gonna?
next
Do you
year.
seriously want to do a little bit of a couple of
Yes.
weekends?
I
All right,
wish we would.
let's do New
Everybody
York
wants
City.
us to do it.
Let's do fun towns. New York
I
City,
never work in New York.
L.A.
Okay.
What other cities? Hawaii. Let's go to Hawaii. Oh yeah.
Oh, we're just gonna pick fun. You know,
Oh,
the last time I was in New York. Well, probably not the last time, but remember when we vacationed a little bit with Kathy Tricoli in
Right.
New York? We had so
and
much
Janet
fun. We went to
Pascal.
those shows. Yes.
Yeah, that was fun. That was.
How are they all doing?
I
Are
bet
they
that was
healthy?
15 years ago.
Oh, isn't that awful, Mark?
We're gonna blink and be home. You know what?
I know. I can't wait to tell you the truth. It looks like it's going to storm and rain here, but I love
Well-
a good storm.
Well, I've enjoyed this, Shonda.
Honey, I haven't been online or anything for weeks.
Well, we need to do it more often.
And you know why? 'Cause I don't want the wrath of nosy
2,286 people. 2,286 people are with us right now, talking with us.
Oh,
Well,
how precious!
And they're over here talking. Laurie Payton and Tracy Wolf and Marcia McMullen and Sue McClure and Cora
We didn't even
Brownlee
answer
and
questions.
Donna Patterson and Linda Kisling and I mean it goes on and on. They're everywhere. I hope you were able to share it to your page.
No, I don't know how to do it. No.
Love that.
When it's over, and I go over to your page, and then I push the share button to
Yeah.
be on. Oh, I guess I could have done it on here.
Yeah.
Oh gosh, everybody's been texting me. I didn't even know it.
What are
Probably
they
telling
saying?
me how to do this.
Isn't that funny?
Oh, that was you. I'm waiting.
I know. Well, I was.
Hey, I have to tell you this. Guess who's
What?
become one of my dearest friends?
Lynn Barrington
not-
Bowden.
Oh no, of course she is. But
Yeah.
no, we have the best. We have no politics, in common. We have nothing in common other than
Jeannie Robertson.
No. I
Oh.
love her.
Well, I'm trying to guess.
The man who owns all the Monel restaurants. That's the first restaurant you ever took me to was Monel.
Place.
Michael King is one of my dearest friends.
Really? Let me tell you a
Yes.
story about him.
He brings me food.
Oh.
And he's so
He doesn't
Money.
know me as he just knows me as a customer. He doesn't know anything I do. But let me tell you what happened. First time,
dear.
one of the first few times I went there, I made the mistake of pulling out my cell phone and using it. He came over and snapped those fingers and said, "Put that phone away." Oh, hurt my feelings. But the food was so good, I put up with it. And you're not
He
allowed.
did. I can't believe he did that. Maybe I
But
was a manager.
I think it's really great because you're there to meet people. I love that place because you
and
sit down
you sat with everybody. You sat with
with strangers. Yeah, I love
Yeah,
that.
they've had a hard time with COVID, but they survived. Their restaurants survived. They started packaging meals and sending them
if
out.
you go
and
to Nashville, go to
gotta go to
Monell's.
Monell's.
Monells. If you like good country Southern cooking.
Right. Now, the one that you took me to was the house that was in East Nashville. It was an old house. Remember that?
Uh-huh.
Well, do you remember the old New Orleans Manor that used to be in Nashville? Really great seafood place. It's it looks like a big mansion and a long
Yeah, I've probably
drive.
seen it.
They bought that, and now that's another Monell's. It's
In
amazing.
New Orleans?
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
wow.
in Nashville.
Oh, in Nashville.
Yeah. But yeah, isn't that fun? I don't know why
Yeah.
I brought that up. Oh, he had just texted me checking.
Well, I'd
on
love
it,
to
but
meet
yeah,
him. I tell you what, he's got some good cooks.
I know. I think he has a girlfriend though.
Well, I did. Oh, now I see. You're thinking of
Well,
someone you might want. You want to marry a cook. Is that what you're saying?
you better believe it. We'll starve if I.
Can you not cook, really?
I do. I have certain things I do well. Like last night, I was making sautéed onions and peppers and mushrooms in a teriyaki sauce with the beef tips. And I thought it was pretty good. But my son comes in. Zachary has become the very particular chef, and he's really good. And he was like, Mom, you should have done this first. You should have. I'm like, I can't even. He's really, really picky, but he's very good. He's all about sauces and flavoring.
If he turned sideways, stuck out his tongue, he'd look like a zipper.
No, not anymore.
Really? He's all beefed up?
Beefed up like his daddy. You should see him. Yo, he's doing really. He's been, he's an editor. He edited. Xbox had a new controller out, and they go and film celebrities playing the game. His job is editing all those shows together and stuff. He's really doing well.
You tell him I
he
love him.
loved you since
and I'm
Mark
proud
Lowry.
of him. I know it.
He used 10. I love Mark Lowry. He was 10. Yeah, 10 years old.
Now he's how old?
31. He'll be 32 soon.
Wow.
We're old as dirt. I know. Well, I love you. I'm going back to bed.
All right. Now listen, get well. Totally.
I'm getting well. I am on the mend.
I love you too. Bye-bye.
Bye, love.